that right now, Jack? You're paying, but there you go, Johnny. Call this number here for help.
Good morning, pit bike fans from round 5, Rowrah, Fab Racing. I didn't vlog anything yesterday, to be honest with you. I've only decided to vlog this meeting today, just because I woke up and felt like it. So yeah, I had a really good day though yesterday. It went really nice, really windy, but the wind has dropped today. So hoping for some better lap times, but the bike felt really good. I felt really confident on it, and we're only 0.4 off my PB round here. So hopefully with this wind gone, we'll do a lot better. We've got final practice in about 10 minutes time. So yeah, I'll speak to you guys later. Just like Cal Crutchlow, our crew chief has made a comeback to racing on his brand new bike, his AMR, which is effectively a stomp. But yeah, Sean's making a comeback this weekend and went very well yesterday. He's hoping to even beat his PB round here today. Hey Sean?
Hopefully.
Oh, there we go. Got Idan over here looking to get his first rookies win this weekend. Can't see it happening. He's gutted Max Perry's not here. Look at this, look what Matt has. Oh, gorgeous. That is riding from home, that is.
Straight from the living room.
Oh. Get well soon, Jack. Jack was race meeting number 2 of someone breaking their collarbone. So Chris did it at Clay Pigeon, and now Jack did it yesterday in practice. And here is the injured man. Well done, Josh. Built yourself into it. You went well. No, it was good. There's a podium on, I reckon. There's a podium. Alright guys, so we've done our first practice on the 140, and Josh has been out on the 125. He did really well for his first time competitively riding a pit bike. He says he has rode one before, but not like a race meeting or anything. He did really well, so he said he's slowly building himself into it, and I think he might be able to get a podium in the moto team, so that'd be really impressive if he does. He really enjoyed it, so looking forward to watching from the other side of the fence for a change. So yeah, well done, Josh. Hopefully the weekend carries on going the way it does. Apart from that, we've got the onboard camera on the bike today for the live feed for the like the live action for the racing, so that's going to be good. See how that goes. First qualifying now coming up.
Owen Mellor in 2nd position. Reese Peacock, watch out for Reese in 4th position this weekend, and Nathan Riggy equally having a good run in 5th position. Taylor was also saying that Sean Whittaker on the 12, he's currently in 8th position. He might be one to watch out for this weekend. And well, the pit bikes, they are running their own, they've got their own category within their category, so they've got their rookie category as well. So I'm just quickly checking over to find my notes, and it's Matt Lindley that's leading the PB140 Rookie Championship at the moment. So Matt Lindley on 215 points, ahead of Andrew Graham on 188, and
Yeah, you got proper held up on the last one, haven't you?
Yeah, and you still got second on that last one.
For you there. Like, I felt like it was just normal. You didn't feel like I was learning something.
Out of place.
Yeah, and it's also great to see Jay King.
Hello.
Great to see you. Not too bad. How are you feeling? How's the bike?
Yeah, it went really well yesterday. Nice, smooth day, no problems. It was just get on and ride. So it's really good. Apart from running out of fuel in one session was a bit my fault, being a wally. But yeah, it didn't go too bad.
And how long was your journey up here? It's a long one for you.
7 hours, 20 minutes with a caravan that had flipped over in the country lane. So we're sat behind that for a bit. But yeah, it weren't too bad. I love this track, so it's worth the long journey.
Yeah, as you say, it's a lovely circuit here, and the paddock does allow everyone to almost be together, so you get all the classes together, which is something we don't tend to see across the majority of the circuits. So yeah, what's the feeling like in the community? We've we've got the pit bikes all together, you've got the moto teams all together, so it's great to see.
Yeah, well, it's a good community. Obviously, all us pit bike riders, we all get on. We all have a good time. Even Taylor, who's now walking past there, we all have a good time and that. So yeah, there's nothing between. It gets a bit heated on the track, but you would expect that. So yeah, and we got Josh from Senior Mini Motos racing my 125 this weekend because he won my competition on my YouTube channel. So it'd be good to see how Josh Birkin gets on a pit bike instead of a mini moto.
Yeah, looking forward to that one. But tell us a little bit more about your bikes. Obviously, you'll be in you running in both classes. You've got your your pit bike, but you've also got your moto team doing very nicely. Moto team, tell us about the differences between the two.
So obviously, they are both pit bikes. It's just one has a 125 engine and one has a 140 engine. My 125 is actually my bike that you know me from seasons previous, from winning the championships, and that's my old bike. And when Symoto decided to give me a bike for this season, I didn't want to leave that one alone, so I thought put a 125 engine in it and it can be used as a moto team bike. So they're pretty much the same. Symoto frame slightly different to my old one, but apart from that, they're the same bike, just different engine size. A bit like 1,000 and a 600. If you understand the big bikes.
Well, just about. But, well, one final thing. Obviously, you've been out on circuit, you've done qualifying, and what are you thinking? Taylor Lawrence, definitely the one to beat this weekend?
Taylor and Reese are going really quick. I think Taylor might have the edge on me and Reese, but I think me and Reese are going to have some good battles. But it's racing. You never know what can happen. We know at Rowrah the weather can be a bit hit and miss, so I'm hoping the rain does come tomorrow. So it'd be good if it does. But yeah, it should be a good weekend. I think we're going to get some podiums, which is the main thing.
Well, good luck. Great to see you. And we get ready to kick off the pit bike 140s. Lights on, lights off, and it's Taylor Lawrence with a great start. Here comes Owen Bella down the inside of Reese Peacock into second position. Jamie King filters into fourth, and here we go, sweeping through the chicane down towards McRae's hairpin for the first time, goes to 76. He's trying to tuck inside. Oh, there's a little bit of contact there between third and fourth, Peacock and King, but it looks as though King's going to have the inside line going down into Ardale's hairpin. And here we go, sweeping round comes the thundering sound of around about 19 pit bikes. Jamie King has managed to get up past the 29 there of Reese Peacock. So Peacock not with a great start. Oh, gets all over and out of shape, crossing over the rumble strips. And so he's going to lose himself some time. But up in front is Taylor Lawrence, that's now under real pressure from Owen Bella. Indeed, our producer sitting next to us.
So here goes Josh. Going out for his first ever 125 race.
When you're perhaps stuck behind someone and you think, like in Jason Pugh's situation here where he's looking at the back of Sean Whitaker thinking, God, they're not going to get past you. How annoying is it?
It is, especially when you're in different classes. I had it our last meeting at Clay Pigeon where I was battling with Jack, who was in the extreme, but I could see Jason closing up behind me, and you do get a bit, I've got to get past it because the person who's not in your race is holding you up and stopping you from getting ahead.
And how focused are you on what's happening behind you? Do you look behind you often?
I have a few peers behind, but I try not to because I find it puts you off your rhythm. At Rowrah, it's very easy not to look behind because you've got the hairpins. You can see what's coming the opposite way, so you know if you can't see it, they must be right up there, right behind you.
Yeah, absolutely so. Well, there is Josh Birkin chasing down the battle for the class win.
Alright guys, so that's the end of Saturday here at Rowrah. Went pretty well. I got a lonely third in my pit bike 140 race. Didn't ride that great, to be fair. The foot peg came loose, or the peg riser, so weren't a great race, lonely third. So yeah, all happy with that reasonably, but not great. And then Josh in the moto team race got second. His lap times were good, he just was a bit slow off the mark, so but we're happy with that, get a second. We still haven't finished out the top two all season, so mega pleased with that. Cheers guys for watching. Show you some of the things we get up to tonight, and I'll speak to you again tomorrow. See you later.
Chicken and olive. Chips.
Yes, please. Garlic mayo on the garlic.
Love the choice. It's exactly what I've gone for. I love garlic mayo. Garlic mayo goes with everything. I could put garlic mayo with a roast dinner.
You know,
Good job Wendy's not here for that garlic breath, eh?
It's turning it.
I'd rather like to get every on the other way.
But equally just bike with no wheels on today, basically.
Did you want to take the strip down?
Yeah.
call this number here for help.
Good morning guys, Sunday morning here at Rowrah, and it is lovely and wet. So yeah, all the wets are on, wet knee sliders on, clear visor on, so we're all set. I don't know if we're just going to have warm up in the wet or it's going to be a fully wet day. We'll just see how it goes. Even if it doesn't rain again now, I still think the first race probably will be maybe intermediates. We'll see. As always, feeling confident in the wet. If you know me well, you know how well I usually do in the wet, so we'll see how we get on today. So yeah, not much else to say really. Had a really early night last night, didn't film anything, didn't do anything interesting, was in bed by 10:30, so yeah, that's about it. Speak to you guys later. Hello, Mr. King. 2 sessions, Riggy. 2 offs. Solid day so far, yeah? Happy with that? Sore bum.
Yeah, really sore.
Nothing unusual there.
For the pit bike, 140s, lights on, it's a pause, here we go, lights off. Oh, a big lift to the tyre there for the mid-pack of the 21, but it is Taylor Lawrence that gets a good getaway. That is Owen Mellor in second position now. It's got past Reese Peacock for second. Here's the Motorsport Radio on board from Jamie King as he gets back down the inside of Nathan Riggy on the 59 in towards 4th position. As they go into McRae's hairpin, you can see the spray being kicked up from the tyres in front of 3rd position.
Indeed it is. What a start there from Lawrence and Peacock. We saw in the mid-pack there was some real big lifts from the big wheelies going on there from the mid.
Today, he's got some work to do, however, on the 76, but he does say, oh no, maybe he's got even more work. So that's a big crash there for King. He's gone down on the exit of the final corner, and the bike is all, you can see that's a big crash there for Jamie. Really unfortunate for him. Will he be able to get a restart? No, you can see that's it. Race done for Jamie King. Pushes the bike to the side. He is not happy. He's picking up pieces from everywhere. Oh, Jamie, that is absolutely gutting. That is the man that was the reigning champion in the pit bike 140s. This time around, it has not worked out as he takes a seat at the side.
What pressure do you run on? When it's this wet, 24. If it's a bit like, it's a bit dry.
Right now.
To be honest, if he changed the subframe, which you need forks,
Just needs a new front end really, done it to be safe.
issues again?
Josh right close to each other. Absolutely. In fact, they've got Ian Jackson with them as well. So that's the top three in Moto Team with a recovering Dylan Mellor. So Dylan should find his way back past Josh. His bike is a little... down goes Birkin. So Birkin going down. He just lost the speed. He got out of the throttle, seeing that Dylan...
Too happy anymore, but Peacock still leading this race. Oh, and that is another off. That's Birkin off this time on the 76 of the bike that is a title of the Jamie King. But Birkin, that's the second down of this race. This time he's gone down on his own. Probably why it's raining, because it's the later chicken. Birkin off again, and this time it looks like it might have been the bike that's given up, because it seems like it's upright.
He went on the corner, so I went to turn, then I had to brake because he was there still, and then I just went like a gun. Sorry, Dave. Love you. That's the only thing I banned that bit.
You're 2 seconds quicker than Jason.
I know, he was holding me up and I couldn't get past him, and then I saw, what's his name?
Ian catching you back
No,
up.
the other guy
On the 160.
Yeah, so I let him go past me, and then I turned back in, and he was there on the apex still, so I had to brake when I was turning.
Behind, it's going to be pit bike action. It can all happen. Lights on, lights off. There we go. It's a brilliant start there from Taylor Lawrence. Swarms his way down into T1. Jamie King, however, up into P3, jumping past Owen Mellor.
Indeed, great start there from Jakey. Oh, that is a big off there for one of the riders. Big off down at turn 2.
And in fact, he's going to try to go around the outside of Jamie King. And, well, Jamie, this time around, is going to hold him off. In fact, Jamie trying to go on the attack against Matt Lindley, the 142. Matt Lindley looking for a debut podium in the PB140s. Is his rookie season here in the pit bikes. Well, to pick up a podium would be fantastic. Second place would be even better, with Taylor Lawrence pretty much head and shoulders above everyone else. But Marco Pandolfo, I can't remember if Marco's picked up a podium. I don't think he has, so he's definitely going to have the bit between his teeth. He's going to want to come out. Oh, no, that's Lindley that's gone down out of second position. Just as we were saying that he was looking for a debut podium, it's all fallen apart. So that promotes Jamie King out into second. Marco Pandolfo and Sean Whittaker will now move up ahead of him. What a shame there from 142 Matt Lindley. He was running so nicely.
Yeah, indeed, there was a big bit of, I think it must have just been bodywork hanging off the front of the bike there, so I wonder if he's got some damage. Hopefully not. Even though if he still finishes where he does now, he will still be winning.
Alright guys, sorry I hadn't vlogged a bit more today. We've come to the end of the day almost. Josh has just got his last race in the moto team on the 125. It's not been a great day. Well, it's had its ups and downs, let's put it this way. First 140 race, I was going for it, win or bin. The track was a lake, it was soaking wet. We got a terrible start, dropped to 5th, got to 3rd place after lap 2. About to go in 2nd place down the hill and completely lost it. Not on the brakes or anything, just went in way too fast in the wet, and the bike is demolished. Yeah, it's not great. Whole new front end needed, subframe bent, pegs, bars. Yeah, I've got away with crashes in my pit biking career, but we didn't with this one. The bike proper cartwheeled over the barriers. It got caught on the live stream as well, so I'll post it up at some point in this video. You might have already seen it once I've done the editing, so yeah. And then in the 125 race today, Josh crashed 3 times on the 125, still managed to get 4th, so didn't lose too many points. And then the last 140 race, because the 140 was so smashed up, we went out on the 125, and I don't know if it's embarrassing or good, but we got 2nd place, which is the best result of the year. It was sketchy conditions, it weren't wet, it weren't dry, it was like horrible greasy conditions. A lot of people crashed off in front of me, I had to hold off a lot of riders behind me, but we managed to get 2nd place, so really good. Yeah, good points for the championship, even though that's completely gone away now. But yeah, not too bad. We're now going to watch Josh do the last race. I'm going to go do a bit more commentary, hand the trophies out to all the fab riders, and then we've got the long 7-hour journey home. I'll probably have a little chat with you on the way home. Speak to you later, guys. Yeah, I don't know to be embarrassed or to be happy that the best result of the season in the 140s came on the 125. But yeah, it was brilliant. Obviously, they were probably more trickier conditions than what the full wet was, because it's really greasy now. I've told Josh now just to bring it home, because Josh crashed 3 times I think in the first motor team race, and I said, just bring it home, because my garage is going to be like a scrapyard when we get home.
Yeah. Well,
So, but he got an overall 3rd in the first race today, and he was looking to get a 2nd in that one, but just pushed it a little too hard. Like I said, the conditions are really treacherous now.
and tell us a little bit more about these conditions where it's not quite wet, it's not quite dry. How hard is it to ride the bike?
It sounds stupid because it's dried out more, but it isn't. It's because the track it hasn't got that layer of water on it now. It's more slippery because it's just greasy where the track's drying out. So yeah, these are the worst conditions for a rider, just these in-between conditions.
And do you find yourself adjusting your line throughout the corner? You're almost hunting that dry line?
Yeah, kind of. Well, it depends if you're on the inters, you kind of look for the dry lines, but if you're on the wets, you try and aim for the puddles because you don't want them to overheat. So yeah, it really depends on the tyre choice. It is very hard to obviously make the tyre choices as well for these conditions.
Flag lap, and we've got Bernie Hook due to line up on pole. Whether he does or not, I'm sure he's
We
probably shot up.
haven't even got Reese this race because he couldn't fit.
By Josh Birkin, Ian Jackson, Phil Mapperbeck, Reese Top Brown, Phil Joyce.
One could just do nothing, just cannot find the gap to get past that moto team number 8, and as they just wait their way round into the back end of
Weekend Extreme 200s and moto team, and I think it's the first race today we've seen with no one gone down so far.